Hey guys, today we are looking at the Rode VideoMicro Microphone. So if the audio doesn't sound very good right now, that's for good reason. What we'll do is we'll unbox this and then we'll plug it straight into the Sony a6400 that I have, and you can compare the sound between what I'm doing now, which is talking straight to camera, and what it sounds like once we plug this in. Let's take a look. So I first used this with a DJI Osmo gimbal with an iPhone. So this with you'll need a little cable called a TRRS cable, and if you have a newer iPhone, you'll also need the USB to 3.5mm jack adapter, the little white one, because iPhone think that 3.5mm adapters aren't important anymore. This works fantastic with that setup. There's a little bit of a DIY kit you can get with it, and so if you are thinking of using this with like a DJI Osmo camera, then you'll need a couple of little adapter bits to make this work really well. So first let's unbox this. That's really all the details there is to it. The reason that these are so popular, other than the fact that they work really well, is that they are so portable and so small, and they don't require any special power. So you can just plug them straight into the microphone jack on your camera, and they sound great. So let's crack this out. Nothing else in the box. Put that in front of my cup of tea. There we go. And it comes with a product serial number for online registration, and quite a lot of plastic. Let's see if we can work on that. Is it recyclable? Yes, it is. Yes, this is a #1 PET recyclable container, probably one of the more recyclable plastics in the world. Not that this video is about recycling, but just saying, good call on Rode's part. Wow, look at that furry little number. I'll hold that up. So it comes automatically, the microphone's inside here. Pull that out very slowly, and at the end there, it's got a little bit of a catch. So you've got to kind of get the rubber over. See, there's a bit of a bit there. So that is the microphone itself. Micro, and then there's the plug at the end. Gee, I hope that's focusing well for you. So we've got the windsock, or the wind buffer. We've got the microphone itself. We've got a hot shoe mount. So this will go on the hot shoe on top of your camera. There's a nice kind of little bit of anti-vibration in the bracket here, so the microphone goes in the bracket. A little bit of anti-vibration. You can screw this down nice and tight. Silica gel, not important. Now this is your cable, which is going to plug straight into your microphone jack on your camera. Now if you're going into a smart iPhone, or if you're going straight into a MacBook, then you will need a TRRS cable, which is different to this. Now, TRRS cable, unfortunately, is going to cost you a little bit more money. It's not included with this pack. If you're going straight in your camera, this is absolutely fine. If you're going into an iPhone or a MacBook similar, then you're going to need the extra cable. So that's pretty much it for the unboxing. Little manual on how to use it. As you know, I never read those. So I'm going to crack this out. You can hang around. I'm gonna use the windsock on it again. I've got to get it back. You've got to be quite firm to get this thing inside that. This is gonna mount over the end like that. All right, that's what's gonna go on our camera. I'm gonna plug this into the back. And now we're pretty much ready to go. So behind the scenes, I'm going to plug this in. I'm going to fix it to the top. I'm going to point it at me without any other fiddling or doohicking with the sound settings on the camera. Tell me how it sounds in the comments below. I'll be back and do some more blah blah blah, and we'll see if that blah 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 sounds any better. So I've fitted the mic to the hot shoe. I've plugged it in using the red cable. It's as simple as that. It probably took me 45 seconds to do. The only thing I will say about this that I kind of indicated when I opened it up, how am I sounding by the way? Better? Hopefully. Is that when you do put the windsock pop stopper on it, the end of the bit where the input goes in the hooflang thingy is quite tight, so you need to really pull the rubber. Just make sure that you pull it on firmly. If the windsock is kind of loose on the front, you need to kind of force that over a little bit further until it kind of sits in the grooves on the microphone itself, and then you know it's nice and fitted. So hopefully that sounds good now. As I say, if you're going to be using this on a gimbal, there's a couple of bits that I'll put below with links for that you can play with, as well as a TRRS mic if you think of using this with an iPhone. I am hoping that this has sounded good enough, and I don't need to say anything else other than it works quite well. I've used this outdoors up to about, in a quiet setting, up to about 20 feet, and it still had a really good pickup, and you know, I've been really happy with it. So hopefully with a little bit of playing, you'll enjoy yours too. And it's just such an affordable piece of kit that it's kind of hard to go by, even just to have a little one in your camera bag, you know, if you're traveling, going somewhere. Okay, that's enough from me. Have a great week. Share it with your mates. Like and subscribe, because every time you do, a little camera fairy out there pops into life or something like that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye.